What's up, Pistons fans? It's your boy King, man. Listen, I'm dealing with influenza right now. You guys gotta bear with me, right? Might sound a little stuffy, might take some cough breaks in between, but bear with me. NBA absolutely put it on shock last night. Probably the craziest trade in NBA history. Luka Dončić from the Mavericks to the Lakers, and Anthony Davis goes in return. Just caught us off guard. A lot of people thought that Shams' account was hacked last night, but once he confirmed it, man, it just put everybody in a frenzy. We got to talk about that, plus our own Pistons trade possibilities. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Let's dig in.
Hey, King paying for gas.
All right, Pistons fans. So, first and foremost, the trade, right? Luka Dončić traded from the Dallas Mavericks. A guy that was on his way to getting 300 and something plus million in a max contract, which is off the table now. He is definitely going to be screwed out about 120 million. But on his way to the Lakers for Anthony Davis and some other players, and only a first round pick. In a three-team trade. Listen, craziness, right? Am I as surprised as everybody else? Everybody else lost it. Saying, why would the Mavericks do that? I've been consistent when it comes to Luka Dončić. Very consistent with him. To me, he's the laziest player in the NBA. Which you'll say, oh my God, because he's averaging this many points and everything else. He does. He can shoot. He shoots them lazy threes, they fall. You know what I'm saying? He can score. He can get assists. But on the defensive side of the ball, he's atrocious. You're just not going to win with a player like him. And I think the Dallas Mavericks probably started to sit back and think about that, because not only what they were getting ready to have to pay him, but can we win with this guy? Because when you look at the other stars in the leagues, they play both sides of the ball. Look at our star in Cade. He plays both sides of the basketball. Luka Dončić is not that. And when you put him over there with a player in LeBron is, a little older now. He's never been a guy that's going to check the best defender on the next team. And now with his age, you can definitely count that out. So they are viciously looking for a rim protector right now in LA. And like I said, it's just, you got Luka and LeBron, but you don't have enough. You're still not going to beat anybody in the playoffs in a full series. These teams are constructed to win. You have two stars, mega stars, if you want to call it that. But at the end of the day, you can't stop nobody. So, and I wish it was different. I wish I could say, well, you're playing with LeBron, he inspires guys to play defense. That ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? So, I can see why it happened. Would I have done it? I don't know, but I can kind of see why that happens. I'm shocked, obviously, because it actually did happen, but I don't think I'm at the level where everybody else is. That's all I'm saying. So, anyway, Pistons, right? Trade deadline coming. We got about 4 days. The Pistons are attached to certain players, and the Pelicans is one of the teams that the Detroit Pistons, that the Detroit Pistons have something in place of a lesser extent if they cannot move on from Brandon Ingram over there, which I believe has something to do with CJ McCollum. Hopefully we packaging up a pick and somebody like Fontecchio to go and get CJ McCollum over there, because he's exactly what we need. We need a little bit more when it comes to that backup point guard position. when Cade is off the floor. I like Sasser, but Sasser's just not enough. And when you look at the Pistons, they have a really good chance. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. When it comes to the second half of the season, this is what they have left and remaining. And if they take care of business, man, stay focused, they can really do some damage, man. Lonzo Ball is another player that you've seen connected to the Detroit Pistons. And still obviously possibility that we can switch things up a little bit in the forward spot. I know the Lakers are viciously looking for somebody to defend the basketball rim, and I know they're probably going to call for guys like Isaiah Stewart, even though we all love Stu right now, and we want him here simply because of the heart and soul he's putting into this team and the nastiness that he's adding whenever he's out there on the floor. He's our enforcer. He's our protector. And you just want guys like that around. That is the bad boys method. That is the Pistons method to success. And when you have a fiery coach like JB Bickerstaff, man, that's 100% grown man out there on them sidelines, going toe-to-toe with those refs. He look out for his guys. That attitude is contagious right now. You guys see it in all aspects of the game. Cade becomes an all-star official simply because of where this team is heading right now and the work and the job that he's doing offensively. I'm in both sides of the ball, to be honest. It was just too hard for them to try to keep him out of it. A lot of people said that, LaMelo Ball should have got that spot or whatever. Cade is better. Cade is better, man. Charlotte is a dumpster fire over there. It's easy to stand around the 3-point line and chuck up shots all day. I say it all the time. I just mentioned it about Luka. That's not a recipe for success in this league. Golden State was years ago. It's not the recipe to win it no more. You know what I'm saying? So basketball is returned back to its regular form. And, him being a leader out there and the type of team we have constructed with Beasley's attitude, Tobias Harris adding the professionalism and everything else, I expect Cade to be noticed around the league the way that he is. Maybe not by the refs yet. Can't stand the refs for some reason. I don't know why they won't get his man his respect still. But around the league and amongst his peers, obviously a lot of people excited and happy for him when it happened. So yeah. Listen, just want to say to you guys real quick, BetUS, they have some props available for you guys. They have some things available coming for All-Star Weekend. Make sure you guys get signed up. 150% bonuses up to your first deposits, up to $2,000. Then $125 on the next two after that. Using the promo code YouTube150. Make sure you guys get ready for that, man, because I expect it to be fun. We have Cade, we have Asar, and we looking for guys like Beasley. And like I said, it should be a fun weekend. Whenever we get a chance to see Pistons on there to do what they do, it makes it watchable, because let's just be honest, All-Star Weekend has just not been watchable for over a decade, you know what I'm saying? So to have our guys back in there is super exciting. So make sure you guys get signed up so you can place those bets. It should be very, very fun and detailed. But on the flip side of that, when you look at the Pistons schedule, like I said, they put the work in, they can have a really, really good February. And we're not even talking play-in no more. The Detroit Pistons are a playoff team. They're a playoff team. In no way, shape, or form do I see them not solidifying themselves as an actual playoff team. God forbid any type of injuries or anything like that. But as of right now, you cannot tell me to my face that we're not a flat-out playoff team. So, it's going to be crazy to have Pistons playoff basketball, though. That's going to be wild. But they definitely have the schedule in front of them to take care of business. I'm fighting off a cough right now. Excuse me. So, I just, I'm in disbelief that we flipped this team over that fast. And, I hear a lot about what Tobias Harris adds and, this and that. And we just got to give credit to JB Bickerstaff, man. JB Bickerstaff is just flat out a really, really good coach. You see the results of it still in Cleveland, right? But it's right here in your face. You've seen the transformation in the attitude of this team. And we're not out there looking like we don't. You remember for the last 5 to 7 years, whenever our team hit the floor, they just look out of place and lost. You don't see that anymore. Everybody knows where they're supposed to be. Everybody knows how to set up everybody. Everybody is in sync. Everybody knows how to put everybody in at their advantage. That's the biggest thing this season. So shout out to the coaching staff for doing such an excellent job. They don't get enough credit and talked about enough, because we always talk about the players that's added to a team. Look at the coaching staff. They're right in front of you. They're doing an excellent job with these guys. Excuse me. And they just don't get enough credit. They just don't get enough credit, man. The growth in individual players is noticeable, including Cade, who's still can improve, which is crazy. But just look at Duren over the last month. You know what I'm saying? Look at him too. Consistently putting out double-doubles is where he is right now. At the beginning of the season, a lot of people, instantly turned their back on Duren and said they wanted to trade him. Wanted to trade Stu at the beginning of the season because he was still trying to figure some things out too. But now, every time he comes off the bench, he's our best defender on the court, blocking shots left and right, as a true rim protector for us. So, Asar, Ron Holland, look at these players, man. Look at the evidence. Look how we setting up guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Beasley. We finding these guys in a rhythm, even though Fontecchio need to knock down more shots. Still, just look at the makeup of the team. You got to give credit to the coaching staff. You got to give credit to Cade, controlling the basketball and moving at his own pace, and figuring things out while he's out there on the court. It's just been fun to watch in general, so yeah, I've been wanting to say that for a couple of weeks, man. I've been dealing with this, so but let's give JB Bickerstaff his credit, man. He's done an excellent job, him and his staff, with these young guys, and they're only improving night after night after night. We're in a good space right now. As Pistons fans, I expect us to continue to be that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about that upcoming schedule. Do you think the Pistons, what position, what seed do you expect the Pistons to finish in? I know that we're trying to go back and forth, and we're trying to get over the hump and catch teams like Indiana, who I believe is 2 spots ahead of us. But by the time the season comes to a wrap, where do you see the Detroit Pistons seed? Where do you see them? What playoff seed do you see them sitting at? Me personally, I got between 5th and 4th is where I got them. I think we really gonna start making some noise. I think we might make a small trade coming up in the next couple of days, possibly today. But I think it's just gonna help us, and we're going to definitely finish out somewhere between that 4th and 6th seed. So yeah, leave it in the comments, man. I'm finna go lay down. I feel horrible. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And I'll see y'all in a couple of days. Peace.